Welcome to this week's edition of Community Spotlight. I am Dan Ball and I'm here at the Columbus Municipal Airport in the Aviation Flight Simulator. We're talking with Brian Payne, Airport Director of the Columbus Municipal Airport. We're going to be talking about Aviation Day 2018, which is coming up on June 9th, if you can believe it. Brian, so what's in store for Aviation Day 2018?
Well, Aviation Day 2018 is going to be different than we've ever had before. So this year we're going to call it American Heroes Edition. So we're going to honor American heroes, particularly Sergeant Hunter, and then also our own John Walter, who passed away just last year. John was an original founding member of our museum, and certainly someone that we both, that we all looked up to. B-17 pilot in World War II. His first mission, his co-pilot took flak in the neck and died in the seat right next to him, and he continued on with the mission. So you got to think he was, really young at that point. We're going to honor him there this year. Going to have a lot of military things across the ramp, both static display aircraft, a lot of different aircraft type rides, particularly the B-17. Again, this is a little different than we've had in the past couple of years. It's not going to be a full-out air show this year, so we're going to call it a military aerial demonstration. It'll be at high noon, so it's going to only be one aerial demonstration versus two that we've had in the past. So again, a slight change of pace. Won't be near the kind of flips and spins. We will have one very dynamic aircraft with the Tucano, but everything else is just going to be really militarized. And for us, it's really just about how do we continue to show the public what the airport is? How do we continue to give back to the general public? Again, this is a free event. Both the air show, the bounce houses, coming out and checking out all the different planes that we've got going on, all free for the general public to come out and see. Well, it benefits the general public just to, again, allow them the opportunity to come to the airport to see what it is that we do here at a daily basis. A lot of people just can feel like the airport is out there and it's not really connected. And we want to let the general public know that the airport is connected to everything that we do. We have an economic impact of $650 million to the city of Columbus. So if this airport wasn't here, $650 million of economic impact would not be here as well. So we want to connect that aspect to say it is important for the airport to be here, what it is that we do for the general public, and then again, just to excite them about aviation, about what it is that we do. So also part of the reason why we do Aviation Day is for our museum. One, to get people out and understand what it is the museum has to offer, but secondly, just again as a fundraiser for them. As part of Aviation Day, all the proceeds, after everything's done, all the proceeds go back towards the museum and the continued support that we have for the museum. Well, the museum just celebrated their 25th anniversary last year. So for the last 25 years, we've been able to preserve and promote what it is that this airbase formerly was. So in 1942, the government came in, called out the 2,000 acres of property that we currently own and maintain as part of the airbase. They came in and within 90 days built every runway, taxiway, barracks, hangar, everything that they needed to train those pilots for World War II back in the day. So the museum promotes and preserves all of that history of when this was an active military base. So from 1942 until early 1970s, this was an active military base. There were barracks and guys out here all the time doing aviation things. So the exciting thing about the museum, and I don't know if you even knew this or not, Dan, but we're actually building a new building right now for the museum. It's currently being constructed. It'll be completed before Aviation Day, so you get to see it at Aviation Day. It is going to be a preservation area, so we have a lot of different artifacts. So we want to be able to preserve those to the utmost that we can.
Way to go. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of Community Spotlight. I'm Dan Ball. We'll see you next week.